Hello and welcome to another episode of Binding Roll, where we play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons in the world of the Ninth Age. If you are unfamiliar with the Ninth Age, please check out the link in the description below. It is a rank and flake tabletop strategy game that I play all the time, and this YouTube channel is dedicated to. Check out the official website. It's a community-based game, so all the rules are free, and it'll get you all set up to play. But today we are not playing the Ninth Age. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons. So first, let's go to the video, and then we will get to our players.
No one in this world can you trust. Not men, not women, not beasts. This you can trust.
All right, we are back. It's been a few weeks. I have to apologize. Last week I came down with the COVID and I could not be the DM. So I'm sorry about last week. But we're back. You know the usual, guys. We didn't level up, so let's simply talk about what we drinking. I'll go first, as always. Some good old Golden State cider. Mighty dry. I think a few of us are having cider this evening. Sunset, what are you drinking?
I've got Angry Orchard Sinful cider. Very cinnamon. Very reminiscent of Red Hots.
Ooh, I like that. Load, what you drinking?
All right, I did not get the cider memo, so I have my old standby, the 801 Pilsner from Uinta Brewing Company here in Salt Lake.
I think you're drinking that almost every week. That's a good beer, evidently.
Yeah, I mean it's my go-to. It's delicious.
Sam, what you drinking?
Already opened this one, so no cider. Breakside, what rough beast?
Wheat Rough Beast. Oh. I do enjoy a good
It's
wheat
an
beer.
IPA.
Oh, it's an IPA. Oh, never mind.
Hazy
Never mind.
IPA.
Erky, what you drinking?
Beer?
Bundaberg. I love Bundaberg. Is that actual? Is that ginger beer or is it like a different thing? Is it? Don't they have kombucha or something?
This is a diet one, but yeah. So it's ginger beer.
Okay. All right. 2 weeks ago, we had an episode called Boat Stuff, where you guys basically assembled your crew to head across the ocean to Varentia on the crusade to find the Duchess, who was disappeared at the end of season 1. You assembled. Let me just go look at my notes here. Make sure we got everyone on your boat. So your captain is Deadrock Wisewell, who was a ogre pirate captain who you hired to be your captain. His first mate is Luke, who is he's taken on 2 responsibilities: the repairs of the boat, and then also the navigator. Your cook, you stole Porky Shinwell from the Unicorn's Bounty because he's such a good friend, and he's quick with a beer. The weapons master is of course Erky, which Erky, we will go over what weapons are on this boat in a few moments. That's the main crew members, but you also have some other bastards. You have I think I said 80 knights and their horses on the boat. You also have Darius, who is the Dread Elf, your super fan from the Unicorn's Bounty with you. Giovanni, who is the hunter and member of the Flor Leone family. Marguerite, the dear, sweet love of Lode. Griffin, the kind of, I don't know, outlaw. No, he's not an outlaw. He's a lawman.
Kind of.
A
He's
lawman
more an
from
outlaw than a lawman.
Okay. From season 1.5. And we also have ham and tuna sandwich from the sandwich family.
Can never have too many sandwiches.
Yeah, can never have too many
That's,
sandwiches.
that's a fact.
And lastly, we have Helen, who is the follower of vitalism, which is the religion / cult of the Saurian ancients, and of it's very popular in Varentia. So that's your crew. That's the crew and the passengers. Last episode, you departed from Cantamont in 3 ships. One led by you guys. One led by Wa Lefleur, the original Grand Marshal of the Crusade. And the last one is helmed by Claude, the head of the King's Guard, who you helped to bring on the Crusade. I'm sorry, I got something stuck in my throat. Okay, you set sail, and actually, let me bring up the map here. And you departed Cantamont, and you made it all the way to this choke point, leading out into the ocean, leaving the Middle Sea and going into the Great Ocean. And when you approached, there was basically a blockade of warships. And what you learned is this blockade was part of the Fleur-Leon family. They were there to stop you from entering the ocean. You were invited on board the main ship to talk to the head of the Fleur-Leon family. And when you boarded the main ship, you went in and you were met by a Godfather-esque figure who said he welcomed you and said he had a few words for you, and that's where we left off. Is that everything, or am I missing anything, guys?
Sounds accurate to me.
Yep.
All right, good enough for
That's
me.
pretty much it.
So, let's see, and Erky stayed behind, and it was only Sam, Lode, and Sunset that were there.
Got it.
So as you enter this, the kind of like the captain's room, or this luxurious room of the on the main capital ship of the Fleur-Leon family, you're greeted by, first of all, on the deck there's numerous armored ruffians, let's call it, or the kind of enforcers of the Fleur-Leon family, and inside is a desk in front of a large, grandiose red leather stuffed chair. You know, with like gold buttons in it all the way down. It's creased in, and like a beautiful chair. Sitting in the chair is the leader of the Fleur-Leon family, and he's wearing a nice suit in the style of the quote-unquote Italian nation. I always forget the gosh darn name of this nation, but it's there. And he's a overweight dude. He's got a couple chins spilling over his collar, and he's kind of slumped over in the chair looking at you. And on both sides of the chairs are 2 of the biggest human beings you've ever seen. Huge linebackers, you know, big guys, standing there silently, eyes straight forward. Not the friendliest fellows. And as you enter, the main guy says, "Well, hello. I'm glad you made it on this day so I can talk to you before you entered the great ocean."
Do I know his name?
Yeah, you do know his name. His name is...
Do you know his name?
Yes, I do. I do know his name. It took me a second to think about it. His name is Huzo Lorleone.
Okay. Does he have like a title that I should dress him by? Because I know my character has met this person before, but
You have definitely.
Rob
And,
has never interacted with him. So
let's just go full in, guys. He likes to be called the Godfather.
all right, I can work with that. All right. I say, it's good to see you after all this time, Godfather. What can I do for you?
He looks at you. He says, looks at you for a second, squints his eyes, kind of. He kind of adjusts his weight in the chair, and as he does so, the big leather chair creaks and like sounds like a
In a
fart.
way
Like
that, yeah.
he says, do I know you, dwarf?
No. I must have mistaken you for another Godfather. That's my fault.
Give me a persuasion check.
Fuck.
You've been pretty good with
Easy
these.
mistake to make.
Let me make sure.
Yeah,
Oh, it's showing. Good.
means you have loyalties to a different family. I'm sure that's not a problem.
An 8.
An 8. All right. He continues to squint and furrow his brow at you, but he continues on. He says, "As you see, I've stopped you here at the gates to the great ocean, at Den Dareb, because unfortunately, I can't let you pass over into Varentia until I know why you're going there. You see, the Kingdom of Equitaine holds great power on the continent, but this is the Middle Sea. I own the Middle Sea. Anything that comes in or out of this ocean, I know about. And I don't know why you're going to Varentia." Again, he shifts his weight in the chair.
Nice.
And he lets out a little like moan, like
I'm having Charlie flashbacks from season 1.5. Okay. Well, as you can see from, the pomp and circumstance of our small fleet here, we are embarking on a crusade to Varentia. I can tell you that one of our goals is to further the colonization of Varentia and expansion into other trading ports in
very
Varentia.
interesting.
And I imagine that that kind of thing would involve some profit for you. So letting us go ahead is in your best interest.
You see, my dwarf friend, I used to trust people. In fact, me trusting my family and trusting my friends has helped me build this empire. But I am an old
Why
man.
change now?
I am an old man, and I have become wary in my ways. You see, ever since my dear son, Mikel Florleone, disappeared merely 6 months ago, my heart has been broken. There is an empty spot where my warm, loving heart was, and now there is nothing. I am a husk of what man I used to be. I only wish to find the man responsible for my son's death. That's all I care about. And I also want to turn a tidy profit. So, what can you offer me from where you're going?
We have nothing to offer you. I can tell you that this entire expedition, if it fails, may never return. But if we are successful, which I certainly intend to be, it will open more trading opportunities for Cantamont in Varentia. And as you say, you control the Middle Sea. That would certainly turn a tidy profit for you.
Yes,
How was your son killed by chance?
Shut up, Sam.
Once Sam asks him this question, you see him gaze off and out the window and reminisce. Again, he
While he's looking off, Lotus staring daggers at Sam.
he shifts his weight again in the chair.
Trying to get us all killed.
I miss my son, Mikkel. He was a good boy. You see, he went off on his own adventure to become a man. I sent him off with one of my trusted companions. You might have met him. He's a tall, thin gentleman named Giovanni.
Just so happens that we have him in our company.
And he went off to find his own adventure in the land of Vetia. All I know is he found a traveling companions, and he was never heard of again. Giovanni doesn't know who did it to him, but I swear, deep in my gut, I know someone double-crossed my son. And that man, whoever he may be, I will make his death long and painful.
Well, we can do that.
Well, Godfather, what if I could tell you something about what happened to your son?
Ooh, give me a persuasion check. Or deception? Persuasion?
I'm not trying to deceive him. I'm trying to tell him the truth.
Oh shit, you can tell him the truth. Okay.
Yeah, who knows?
Oh, no, don't roll it. Just tell me. Tell me what you're gonna say. You see his eyes light up, and he leans forward.
So, I was part of an expedition trying to retrieve a great treasure. And it involved your son and several other individuals. I was the only one who made it back. We didn't exactly get along on that expedition, but we were both in it for a profit. I'm sure you can understand that. So we didn't talk very much. It took you repeating your son's name once or twice for me to remember. But your son, along with the rest of the expedition, fell to their deaths in a cavern in the mountains of Vetia.
You see him.
There was no way to retrieve his body.
You see him look at you with like dead, cold eyes.
It's been fun, everybody. I'll start working on a character over here.
Dwarf,
You could be a cleric.
I'll ask you one question, and that the answer to this question I want you to think on and ponder for a few moments. Because the way you answer will determine your lifespan. Were you responsible for my son's death?
No.
Give me a
And
persuasion
roll in
check.
persuasion check.
check.
You got this.
A 4.
Oh, well,
See you later, guys.
4 more days. That was.
How hard did you push it?
He died on his own. From the background information that Swamp Swimmer gave me, he died on his own. I'm just
Alright,
not
he-
very convincing, so
He says,
truth doesn't matter.
he says,
I don't suppose I get advantage because it's true, right?
I
Yeah, it's true. It's not really.
He's ignoring me. It's fine.
believe you were not responsible, but I can see in your eyes that you know who is.
I do.
Rocks.
It may not.
Was it
bring
a
you
member
any
of my
peace.
family? Was it a member of one of the other families? Was it Giovanni? He said he didn't know.
Godfather. It will bring you no peace, but I would at least like to tell you the truth. Your son was the reason that the rest of the expedition was killed.
God, blaming his son.
He believed he could do something while climbing in the cavern, and he was unable to.
Alright.
Straight up truth.
One more persuasion check. One more. Last one,
Okay.
I promise.
Roll initiative.
The last roll you'll ever need.
Oh my god.
Nat
Yeah.
20. Don't give me too many opportunities. It'll happen eventually. He was
With
a brave
that-
young man, but
Sunset, you're muted.
perhaps too brave.
Oh, I am. Interesting. Okay. No, it wasn't important.
With that, as you're having this conversation, actually got up out of his chair and he's got his hands on the desk and he's like, leaning into it. But as you say that, he slumps back down into his chair. He leans back. He says, and he twists with discomfort of knowing the truth about his son.
Right, of course.
He says, This brings me great pain in my heart to know a Fleur Leon was a failure in what he was doing. There is only one person who's responsible for this, and someone must pay. And I know who that person is. Thank you for telling me the truth, Lode. You may return to your ship and you're free to enter the great ocean. But be warned, when you return with your plunders, I'll be taking a toll then.
Fair enough, Godfather. Thank you for your time. Actually, one more thing. I don't suppose that the person who needs to pay is Giovanni. Just because we've already paid him and he's on our ship. So if you're gonna try and kill him, I'd like a little warning.
And he owes
Do
me
not-
dinner, like a lot of it.
Do not worry about the
I won't tell
Florleone-
him. And we
Don't
can
worry
give it
about the
back to you when we
Florleone
get
business. This is family business, dwarf.
back. Fair enough.
Don't test your welcome.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go.
I need all 4 of you to take a perception check.
Six. On a nat
18.
1.
Ricky got 12.
Reroll.
As
Yes, they add pressure first.
as you're being escorted out, literally escorted out by the guards, Sam and Sunset, you realize you take a little sniff, and you realize the creaking of his chair probably wasn't the creaking of the chair. He was actually just flatulent.
Gotcha.
And we all lose consciousness. Poison damage.
All right, so
Charlotte.
you head outside. Moonclaw is waiting for you.
All right. We get the hell out of here.
You get the hell out of there. You fly back to the ship, and as you land, there is a bit of a commotion on your boat. Everyone is on the top deck. Everyone is crowded around the back of the boat. As you land, you see Wisewell is kind of, he's an ogre, so he's kind of, head and shoulders above the crowd. And as you... Actually, you know what? Let's do a little time warp. Erky, what are you doing on the boat as these 3 people are doing their thing on with the Florleones?
I've been inspecting the cannons and to see the glory the boom tubes that load had bestowed upon me.
Unfortunately, there are no cannons on this boat, but there are 2 ballistas, and there is 1 trebuchet.
Well, I brought my own cannon.
Fucking Equitanians.
And you can even call those ballistas scorpions. As you... This probably takes a couple hours, their whole adventure over there. About an hour into it, you are inspecting... Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and switch over to our new little thing here.
Oh,
Ooh.
This is the boat. Whoa, Jesus, it's going everywhere. This is a 3-level boat. The top level here is, you can see the 2 ballistas at the front of the boat, and the trebuchet in the back. There is a captain's quarters on the top level in the back here, and on the top level on the front, which is this little thing over here. This is weapons storage. On the second level, on this big area in the center, is bunks for all the knights that are on the voyage. And then down below is where the horses and the storage are.
Those sure look like cannons to me.
What look like cannons? Oh, those 2 in the back, ignore those, ignore those.
this is a big boat.
Yep.
100 yards? So,
It's a big boat. It's a big
I'm on
boat.
Oh,
This is definitely, this boat
Okay.
is, I don't know what the right term for this boat is, but it is designed for long distance boat rides. It is not designed for war. It is designed to carry a lot of stuff across the ocean. That's really its main goal. It's not super fast. It's not super agile. It's sturdy.
Are the other ships in our little fleet similar to this? Are they identical ships?
They're
all
identical. All three are
commissioned,
identical
okay.
ships.
Okay.
So, at the front, at the bottom of the stairs here on the top deck. Let me just get us here. Here we go. Shift. This is where the crowd. You come up from inspecting, or you come down from inspecting the trebuchet in the back, and you see a peculiar sight. You see the body of Helen at the foot of the stairs.
Oh.
She has been pin-cushioned by arrows. 6 arrows sticking out of her chest as she lays on her back. Bald head, toga, the whole thing.
Like a melon skewer.
Well, there's that issue solved.
Yes, yeah.
Do they look like human arrows? Like,
Give me an investigation check.
Yeah.
plus 9? 13.
Yes, they are human arrows.
Okay. So,
At this
21.
point, it's only you and the alarm was raised by Wisewell. It's just you and Wisewell right now.
Right. Did you see what happened, Captain?
You're not even there, Load. Stop talking.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was all of us up on the deck.
Erky, do you want to do any? You hear the yells and like you know, people yelling from the top ropes, like body on the murder in the deck, murder in the ship.
oh, thank God. She wouldn't shut up about vitalism.
Like I said, problem solved.
But I mean, this is not not the way I wish to see her go. When did this happen, dear Captain?
The captain says, oh, what was Wisewell's accent? It was a Western accent, wasn't it, or like a Southern accent? What? This is one
Western.
precocious area situation. I have to say, we are all supposed to be friends on this ship, and people dying on my boat is not a good thing. I am absolutely flabbergated.
Well,
Stop talking, Load. Urki, what do you
trying
say?
to talk again.
Yeah. So, Captain,
One
does
of
these arrows do they look like they came from the ship stores? How many bows do we have on the boats?
Well, we got a full garrison of bows on the board, and he rolled a natural 20. So he says, "Let me take a look here," and he looks at the feathering, looks at the shaft. At this point, a few more people are starting to show up. Darius is the first to show up, and he says, "Well, these here weapons of desiccation are not of this boat. They might have come from some other place of production. I do declarate."
Thank you for sharing your insight. I think we'll have to wait for our commander to return to really launch this investigation, but no one's getting on or off the boat except for them, so. Yep. And how far away are we from like the other boats? Like they're not having boat like transporting people between the other ships.
No,
fleet, right?
there's no boats going in between the 3 ships, but you're within
Okay.
eyesight. You can communicate through the naval flag communication situation. But
Okay.
there's no messages coming from the other boats at this time.
No.
Well, you see,
Oh,
I think we should cordon off the area, and we need to make sure no one touches this body, because I we need to understand what is happening here and what has happened to this poor consecrated soul on my boat.
I think that's a fine idea. We will. To do, I'll let you see to the securing of the scene.
Well, I do declare that that's what I will do now. Luke, get over here. Get over here. And Luke comes, like, nonchalantly walking up. And Luke lays a blanket over Helen. And it's like, the arrows are still sticking out, so it's like a tent almost. And he says, okay, Luke, you gotta tell everyone who comes near this corpicarious body and tell them they can't touch nothing. And Luke just nods. At this point, all the knights from down below have come up. There's kind of a crowd gathering. There's whispers. Arky, I need you to give me a perception check, please.
Full of 7. Be helpful.
Definitely the crowd is getting you don't hear anything specific, but the crowd's saying things like, what's going on here? Why has this person been murdered? Why is there already fighting? We haven't even gotten to Varentia yet. They seem restless.
Well, so everyone, we shall wait for Load to return and resolve the situation. Go about your business.
Okay.
Nothing you can do here.
Give me a persuasion check.
Plus 7. 21.
All right. I'm imagining like you use some sort of like voice amplification, like somehow you have like a megaphone with your trinkets that you have.
It helps if there's steps, so I can actually get to like eye level with everyone else. Like that does help make me more persuasive. So.
And you in your sternest, most commanding voice, you tell people to stay calm and wait for the marshal of this boat to return. And they actually calm down a little bit, which is surprising to you in particular, because the knights don't really respect you that much, at least at this point. So, and then Wisewell says, You heard the short little feller. Everyone back up. Back up. And wait for our fearless leader to pronunciate what he wants us to do. And with that, the crowd dies down, and at the back of the boat here, you see on the center area in the back here, this is where a kind of makeshift perch has been built, and this is where Moonclaw resides. As you guys circle above and come down and land, you can see, as you're flying away from the Flor-Leone families, you see the ship start to spread and create and go to each side of the channel, and there's now a free way into the ocean. You land, you see this whole predicament, you see Urki at the top of the stairs trying to talk to the crowd. What would y'all like to do?
I guess we get off the hippogriff and kind of make our way to the top of the stairs. And
Urky, did you kill Melon?
what the hell's going on here?
Oh,
Whoa, is
why,
that a dead
why
body?
Why would you think that? I would never do such a thing.
Well,
Shifty eyes and all.
I won't. I won't tell anybody if you did.
I go
couldn't have
lift
done
up the
this.
sheet
I'm a terrible shot.
and say, "Well, you wouldn't have done it with arrows. We know that. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't you."
Exactly. I never would use arrows.
Arrow.
It couldn't possibly be me.
An arrow, a trap.
Okay, do we know what happened or anything about what happened?
You
So
don't
know
I
know.
definitely wasn't here.
You
All I
don't know
know is
nothing.
the arrows did not come from the garrison stores here on the boats.
I try to identify their origin, like are they goblin arrows or something.
I think they're human, but just not from here. So, but yeah, you're welcome to take a look. I know you are more experienced with this sort of thing. Assassinations and such.
So, Urki, it looks like Sam's taking the investigation check. Go ahead and roll it again. You're being assisted by Load and Sunset, so you get a reroll on that. Sam, reroll it.
Reroll it.
For it to make it
Here?
advantage.
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
All right, the
16.
same thing. Cool.
I know you're drunk all the time, but how do you have a -1 to investigation?
Because it's
You
hard.
see,
Because it's in intelligence base.
in
All
Sam's
that
not that
drinking really
intelligent.
takes its toll.
Got it. Carry on.
The three of you look over the body. You definitely notice these are human-made arrows, but they are not Equitanian arrows. You also notice that the body there isn't. Okay, so the body's just how you imagine her. She's still bald. She's still wearing a toga. But inside her toga, you find a note. On that note, you see a letter from the what was it called? One second. You see a note with a seal on it. The red seal of wax. That's like a crest with a ship inside of it. But not like a sailing ship, like a steam ship with like smokestacks.
Ooh, fancy.
It has been opened, and the letter inside says, Dear Helen, if you are able to tell us what the reason for the crusade is, you will be handsomely rewarded. Signed, not by a person, but it says the North Tafrian Trading Company.
Are we familiar with this company?
No, not really. You guys aren't into the global trade business, so.
Not yet.
They don't have like billboards in Cantonmont or anything.
No, none of that.
Okay. Fair enough.
Is there an email address we can respond to?
No email address.
I don't really know
Poor
what we
Melon.
do with that right now. So
Looks like we know who killed her. Seems like everything's tied up in a nice, neat little package. Do we just throw her off the ship, or is there some other protocol?
Sunset,
don't
I
know
need
that
I look at
Melon
Wisewell.
was-
Sunset.
How does
I
a
need
burial at
you
sea
to
work?
take an Arcana check, please. Only
Theater to the
Sunset.
hypocrite.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
know that Melon really cared about physical rewards. What do you think the handsome reward would have been to someone of her
23.
ideals?
On 23, on the front half of the boat, that's what you're sensing. The front half of the boat, you sense
knows.
you sense the remnants of magic. Specifically, you rolled high enough to understand that this is the same magic that the bounty hunter that was after you had, the magic that let him transport himself into the veil.
God damn it.
So they shot arrows through a portal.
Could be, could not be.
Well, I haven't said anything yet.
You have not said anything.
That was Rob saying that, not Load. Sucks. Gotta look out for that all the time now.
It's like,
Sunset
So
looks like you're thinking
Wisewell-
cap on. What's up?
Wisewell comes down the stairs. He says, "Well, boys, and ladies, what do you require of me, El Capitan? What do you want me to do with the body?"
Hey, Wisewell, before you talk about bodies, like, you know a lot about boats and shipping and fun stuff like that, right?
Yep. Boats and stuff. Yeah, boats.
Yeah, you ever heard of this trading company before?
What trading company is that, my
Show 'em
friend?
the letter.
Show him the letter.
Whatever, I forget the name already.
North Taffrian Trading Company.
That
As
one,
you
yeah.
as you hand him the note, he sees the seal first, and he goes quiet. And he says, "Well, no one talks too much about the North Taffrian Trading Company because they discombobulate all the competition on the sea. They're the biggest trading company out of Vedia. And they are ruthless. And I tell you the truth. I tell you the goddamn... I can't even do it anymore.
Truth.
I tell you the goddamn positively positive truth that they bring the pain to anyone who tries to take money out of their pockets.
Are they
See
in
what I
any
tell
way
you, neat little
related
package.
related to the Florleone family?
No. The Florleone family controls the Middle Sea, but the Great Ocean is controlled by the North Taffrian Trading Company.
Pull up the 9th Age map.
I can bring up the map if you so desire.
Yeah, please.
So the Great Ocean is, the Great Ocean, and the Middle
okay.
Sea is basically the Mediterranean.
Gotcha. Again, I'm not sure what we do with this right now. Unless anybody has any ideas.
We figure out how burials at sea work. And we keep an eye out for magic portals. And that's all I'm going to say on the subject.
Wait, you said magic portals? Where do
What?
magic
What
portals
magic
come into
portals?
play? I don't know anything about magic portals. I don't know anything about magic. God, this trip is getting worse and worse by the minute. Oh, jeez.
Aren't you so happy you came along?
God damn, God.
Don't
damn.
worry. Don't worry, Captain. We'll handle this, and you just, make sure the ship gets where it needs to go. But before you start that, how do burials at sea work?
Oh, don't you boys worry about it. Luke will take care of everything. Don't you worry.
Good enough for me. I
All
kind
right.
of salute the sheet under which Melon is, and walk away.
All right. So, anything else you guys want to do, particularly in this moment?
Salmon load, start drinking.
You can definitely do that.
Stare broodingly
that-
at the boat nose.
Cheers
Other than
to
that,
you, Melon.
carry on.
Cheers to Melon.
Yes, in Melon's honor.
Tuna will never meet you. That's a shame.
All right. So basically, at this point onward, Luke, kind of the group that has surrounded you disperses a little bit, goes back to different parts of the ship. Luke takes the arrows out of Helen, wraps her in a sheet tightly, and then puts her on a board on the side rail and tips her up, and she slides out into the ocean. Kerplunk. Goodbye, Helen. At this time, are we still on? Yeah, we are. Here we go. Hold on one second.
Rest in peace, Melon. We hardly knew thee.
Like your name.
Though that was how close the bond was. You know, we had a fun nickname for her.
So at this time, approximately a week passes, and you guys end up right here in the ocean. Is there anything you guys want to do during this week? For example, Erky might want to build stuff. Sunset might want to study something and learn something. Lode and Sam might want to drink all the alcohol on board.
That would be
Yeah.
an impossibility with the alchemy jug.
I mean, I'm in charge. I can't be,
Still fun.
too
activity.
irresponsible with the drinking, you know.
I
In-
can't.
Inspect the troops and whatnot. Try and
Yeah.
keep morale high
So Load, my gift.
using the alchemy jug.
So my gift to you is upgrading one of your axes. Right?
Without your knowledge. Apparently.
Oh, right. At one point, some morning, Lode will storm out of his whatever quarters, stateroom, screaming, "Where the hell is my axe? Erky!"
Yep, had some firewood to cut. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm improving it. That's my thanks to you. It is now magic and awesome, and will help you defeat your foes. So, should go try it out on someone else. There's that. I got another slot I'm willing to give because thanks for you getting me in charge of these cool armaments, the trebuchets of the Scorpions. What would you like done with that fourth one?
So Lode is kind of testing the edge of his axe and pretty happy with it. I think I don't know that, and I'm still mad at you for taking it, but this is pretty sweet. I've never really seen this axe so sharp. And for the record, this is just my regular battle axe, not the Green Knight's axe.
Mm-hmm.
I've had this for a long time, and it's never, I don't know, something kind of hefts it in his hand. Something about it just feels right. So, again, I'm still mad, but I don't think I need any more right now. Go talk to Sunset. See if she needs anything.
Oh,
I know you guys
sure.
don't get along great, but just if she needs anything, give it to her. Like, fix up her stuff too. If you see sparks coming from her hands, just run, and you'll be fine. And he kind of just
Oh.
walks away, not
Oh, I
paying
can hold my
attention
own.
to anything that Urki says after that, kind of swinging his axe in the air. He's like, oh, this is awesome.
Probably a little lighter. It's magic, so it's got to have some benefits.
So it has, for the viewers, if there are any, now has a +2. Is now a +2 axe.
To what? +2 to
+2 to hit and
To hit,
+2
yeah.
to damage. Yeah. But it's just
Yep.
a +2 axe.
Pretty sweet.
Nice, very nice, very nice, very nice.
Well, so I guess I'll walk over to Sunset. So our the marshal has instructed me to help you with something. I can make all these magical goodies, and he deferred one option to you. I guess here's the menu.
Nice.
Indeed, you are a spellcaster, so you can do a lot of stuff you need on your own. So I don't know. You need like, but I mean, I know your store wasn't doing very well, so maybe you're just not a good spellcaster. So I can get you a +2 arcane focus. So you know you're not really a squib anymore. Like I get it. It's like there's no need to be like too ashamed of it, but we know not everyone's got the same level of talents.
So, I want to preface this with
Brutal.
Sunset isn't really paying attention to what you're saying. She's kind of still staring broodingly at the front of the ship due to the aforementioned magic portal.
Oh.
But she is kind of getting, like, she understands what you're talking about. She just says, "Can you make me fly?" And then says nothing else.
If you stand on the edge there, you can fly for a little bit. Just give you a nice little shove. We can see how well you can fly. But yes, I do have something that might be able to do the trick. So let me go back and to the workshop here, see what I can do.
She's kind of stopped paying attention.
Okay.
At that point, like,
All right.
All right.
So that's the extent of the 2 weeks right there. That conversation.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Or
So
the
I mean,
week.
I make
well,
a magic item, wing boots, out of that, and give them, a couple days later, hand that over to hand it over to Sunset. So
she doesn't remember the conversation, so she's a little surprised when you hand him to her.
yeah.
She does thank you, however. Still a little puzzled about why.
Don't worry about it.
Sunset has pretty much spent the, at least up until the point that she is given the boots, trying to work out temporal magic.
Temporal magic?
And
What is
but-
that?
Well, like portals.
Okay. So you've been studying the magic that the bounty hunter has been using.
Yeah,
or
pretty
the, or
much.
the remnants of it. So give me an Arcana check.
Yep.
So this portal is not like the portal in Rope Trick. It does not
No.
stay put as the boat moves.
Well, no. It
So we
was,
know that's not the spell that's being used here.
No rope
15.
trick spell here. 15. You start to understand the gist of it. You think if you could observe it being cast in person and within close proximity, you think you can duplicate it, but at this point you can't.
Oh,
oh, that's good to know.
hell yeah.
Yeah. I am writing that down.
That's your job for the rest of the trip. Is watch for portals.
Keep an eye out for portals.
No, you're already doing it.
I kind of was already doing it.
That's good.
I did have the warning of, keep an eye out for magic portals. I will explain to the rest of this group, not the entirety of the ship, but this group, that similar magic to that of the assassin that killed Kalen was used over there, pointing to the
that
boat
general
nose.
area. Okay, so
All right. You're on magical security duty. Sensei.
on about the
You mean
middle,
I wasn't before?
actually the morning,
Officially.
around 10 a.m. on the 7th day after you leave or you enter the Great Ocean, there is a call from the bird's nest, from the scout.
Crow's nest.
The crow's nest, bird's nest, crow's nest, same thing.
Crow's nest.
Crow's nest.
You
Bird's
hear one of the deckhands yelling, "Ship sighted! Ship sighted to the north! Ship sighted!" Everyone on deck, which includes the four of you, Captain Wisewell, Luke, and Giovanni, all rush to. What's port versus starboard? What's right hand side?
Starboard.
Over.
Starboard side of the ship, because you're traveling west and north is starboard. They all rush to the rail, and you see Wisewell pull a telescope, like a spyglass, from his pocket, and he, unfurls it and starts looking through it. I need all three of you to take a perception check.
They're right out. Can't see shit.
21.
One eagle-eyed freaking load there.
But you,
Sorry, I
Sam.
haven't finished writing my note. Perception,
13.
16.
Okay, you all notice a boat on the horizon. This is miles away.
Okay.
It has black sails, and load, you can definitely tell this is a low-slung, fast-moving ship.
Can I tell how big it is? Like, relative to... Like, how
Oh, yeah.
many masts does it have?
It has two, so it's smaller than the boat you're on.
Okay,
And
so it has 2 sails and it's moving fast, so it's probably pretty small.
Mhm.
Relative.
it is... You see it coming towards you. It is approaching your ship.
I look at Wisewell and ask, is there any chance we can outrun or outmaneuver?
He says, oh boy, oh boy. You see him look through the spyglass and exhale heavily. He's like, oh boy. That is the one and only Valico the Crimson. he is one bad mamma jamma on this ocean. He's in a very fast ship, and I'm afraid this boat is not going to outrun him.
That is as I expected. I
I've
think
never encountered a mamma jamma before. Is that like a orc or something?
Oh, you don't even want to know,
Sort
my
of.
friend Sam. A mamma jamma is a bad thing to face.
Does it have tentacles?
mostly they look like humans, Sam, but they are
On a very
to
fast
be
ship.
feared. Yes.
They look like humans, but they're on a
Right.
very fast ship.
So, Marshall, I have two options for you. I don't know which one the best is. We can stand and fight, but this boat is not heavily armed. Or we can try to outrun it and lose that ship in the approaching storm. And he points off to the kind of the southwest, kind of opposite direction from where the boat's coming from.
Oof. In your assessment and Luke's assessment, I know Asklander's no storms and no sailing. Is this boat seaworthy enough to get us through that storm?
Yes, I do believe so. This is a big ship. It can hold itself together well, and Luke here, he can fix anything.
Insight check?
Sure. Give me an insight check.
Cool. I mean,
You
hey,
can
cool. 16.
anyone at any time can always do an insight check. Just call it out.
Okay, 16.
Um,
How convinced is he? How confident?
Wisewell is very confident, but he's always very confident. So you don't have a lot of confidence in him, but Luke has a calm, determined confidence about him that you feel comfort with.
Well, it has been a while since I've had a good fight. But if we try to outrun them, we still might end up getting one. So, Wisewell, if you think we can make it through the storm, I trust you. Don't make me look like a fool for that.
All right. Marshal, do you want my Marshal, my El Capitan? Should we alert the other ships to what our plans are?
Are they all within, like, visual?
Yeah.
Can we see them? Yes. Inform them both.
Immediately, Luke.
We might need Wa at some point.
Luke
much
springs
as it
into
pains me.
springs into action and starts doing flags, signals over across the boats, and you see a signal in reply, and with that, you all three boats turn to the southwest towards the storm. All right, so I need. Load. Actually, I'll roll for Wisewell here. He's the captain. Ooh. As you turn to face, all three ships unfurl their sails. They go up high and billow out and start heading toward the storm. While you're doing this, you also notice that the vessel that is approaching you is speeding up also. They put up more sails, and they are now within distance where you can make out the sails and the flags.
That's pretty close.
Yeah. It's a very fast ship. And you notice that the flag on top is a black flag with basically like an anchor with a squid head and tentacles wrapping around the anchor.
All right. Well, if we're close enough to see them and we're not in the storm yet, we probably just need to stop and prep ourselves to fight.
Oh wait, you and Waz boat
Oh, damn it.
are both far enough along where you can make it into the storm, like just judging distances with your eyes. You notice that Claude's boat is not. It is dragging behind.
If I notice that, I'm going to tell Wisewell to turn around and tell him to try and signal to Wa to do the same.
Okay. All right, so
If it was
turn the
Wa's
boats.
boat, it would have been totally different, but we like Claude. He's cool.
As you turn the boat, turn to face, you see the approaching boat actually slow down, and you see it come within view where you can actually now see individuals on the deck of the boat, and you notice that this is definitely a dread elf corsair. You see multiple cloaked elven figures in dark armor, all of them wearing like scaled, like someone skinned a scaled lizard over one shoulder, and it's green scales. And you see one guy in the center of the boat, obviously the captain. He's got the big helmet on. He's got big scaled skins on his shoulders.
Okay.
And you see him flag and signal and say, actually no, he's close enough where if he yells he can it's too close. He signals and he says, surrender your boats and I'll let you live.
Oh, hell no. First thing I do is call for Darius.
Yeah. Hey guys! Oh, I'm so excited to be on the boat. Oh man, this is so
All right.
exciting.
Darius, I need you to calm down and answer one question for me. Is there anything we can do in this situation other than fight? I mean, I'm not saying all Dread Elves know each other, but
What are you trying to say?
That's what you're
we
saying.
all look alike? Is that what you're
But-
saying?
no. But, I mean, they are your countrymen. Could you maybe... Would it
Parlay
matter
with them?
if you said anything? Or do we just need to fight them? It's a small boat. There can't be that many of them.
Man, Load, I'm sorry. I don't know these guys. I grew up in
what I was
Vedia.
asking.
I don't know who these guys are.
All right. You can go back to whatever you were doing before. Thank you. Useless. All right.
Urki, I want
We
you to
get
take a
ready for a
perception
fight.
check. Urki, take a perception check. I think you're muted. Oh, 5. Never mind. You don't notice anything. He's the other boat is waiting there, and you see him in the distance, going what? What's your answer?
I mean, I think we just kind of point the ship at them and start. I mean, is there a semaphore signal for bring it on? Come at me, bro.
Can we fake? Can we
Well,
fake a surrender and then ambush them?
We just start
I
shooting
mean-
at them.
so hold on. We did discuss a little bit of naval strategy last week.
Did we? Shit.
Got
How
three
drunk
boats.
was I?
They're one.
So we do have somebody that knows enlarge reduce.
Now I remember that.
So we have a couple of options.
How close are we?
The
You
large reduce is
are.
the 30-foot range.
Right.
You gotta be.
So we point at them. I yell, Wisewell, point directly at the enemy ship. Ramming speed.
Oh boy.
Well, so hold on. There's options. So there's one
Yeah,
option
we'll
that I
figure
think
'em out
you're
on the
going
way.
for. We also have the option of tossing a gigantic boulder at them with the trebuchet, just as it releases, enlarging it.
I want to see their response to us making a mad dash for them because they're already faster. So
Reasonable.
if they just
as-
sit there, we will
as
start
you-
shooting at them
As
for
you
sure.
tell Wisewell to go ramming speed, you see the figure on the other boat like realize what's happening, look at his compatriots and go like, and just do a belly laugh like, and then you see him take something out from outside of his tunic and raise it to his mouth, and you can hear from this distance, you hear the sound of a whistle.
Oh, that's fine.
And a few seconds later, you guys are roughly 800 feet apart at this point. And you hear like a rumbling.
Okay, I know what's going on.
You
Pretty sure we all know what's going on.
So the three, actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's do this right, guys. Let's do this right. So here we go. Hold on. Come on. Why are you not working?
You guys ready for a Kraken fight?
There we go. So, here's the boats,
I mean,
right?
we all saw it coming at some point, right?
Yeah,
Like-
definitely. No fantasy sea voyage is complete without sea
Kraken
monster.
fight.
Yeah, sea monster of some sort.
Mhm.
So you guys are the bottom boat, the farthest south. And let's say each square
Okay.
here is 100 feet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's right there.
Is the closest one Claude's ship?
Closest one's Claude's ship. You are the one on the bottom. Waz on the top.
I'm coming from.
As you as you wait and you get closer, you're now within 700 feet. You still hear the grumbling. Then 600 feet. All of a sudden, a giant tentacled
Another
monster
giant snake.
pops out of the ocean and literally wraps itself around the center of the boat.
Walls boats. Okay.
What
Cool.
was boat?
Waz boat.
Alright. Sweet. So we just
We keep-
continue going south then?
Yeah.
Well, that case,
Full
I-
speed away.
I would say full speed ahead.
I mean,
Yep.
is the beast larger than the ship itself? Or I
You
mean,
would
how
assume
big are we
so because the
talking here?
tentacles are like going up out of the ocean, wrapping around the hull once.
It's the classic, Pirates of the Caribbean Kraken fight.
Yeah, I was hoping for a more ninth age sized Kraken, which is only like 10 or 20 times bigger than an actual person.
Yeah, let's say, you know what,
Not
you're right.
bigger than a
You're-
whole
you're-
boat.
You're very right. Let's
I
scale
mean, it could be the big mama.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I'm just asking.
Let's scale this down a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he's still 300 feet big. Or 100 feet. Still would not want something that massive just like crawling on your boat, just
Yeah,
chomping on people.
So
Like,
basically- None of
you
it
don't
is
want to
good.
be anywhere near that thing.
Yeah, it's basically Ninth Age size, where it's the tentacles are reaching up onto the deck and grabbing crewmen.
Yeah. The colossal one, the base is
Oh.
like 150 by 100 or something. It's
Yeah.
fucking gigantic. Good enough. I can live with that for sure.
Well, I think that'll keep it a while. I say, Marshall, let's head south into that storm.
As much as I really don't want to, once we get to Vedia or Varentia, we might need not necessarily Waz help, because let's be real, but the help of the knights that are on that ship. We may need.
Okay.
So there was that night last week where we were getting drunk and we were talking about things we could do if we got into a naval battle. I think you guys know which one I'm talking about. So you do that, and I'm
what?
going to make
Which target?
you guys figure out if you want to make our boat bigger or their boat smaller. I'm fine with either. But
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go try and coordinate the other ships. And then try and fight the Kraken a little bit. Try and get it off the other ship.
Hey, I could join you in that now.
If you would like, there's room on the Hippogriff.
All right,
Sunset starts flying.
Right.
What do I need a hippogriff for?
Cool. Cool.
you guys give me a perception check.
$18.
22.
Okay, you definitely notice one thing.
24.
You guys have hesitated and stopped, like, you called off the ramming speed. Claude's boat has
When?
not. Okay, if you guys are still into it, sure. You and Claude are still full steam ahead to ram this boat.
Not really a trebuchet.
Committed now.
We're pointing forward anyways.
Okay.
So, ready to
do you
fire
want to
that.
fire the trebuchet?
All right.
No,
Here's
we
what's going to
finished.
happen. I'm going to fly to Claude's boat.
Okay.
I'm going to have him come about at the last minute and swing wide of the ship. As soon as that happens, they'll be wondering what the hell is going on. We swing about to the other side and then start launching rocks. You know what to do with the rocks, Erky.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Sunset and I, and whoever else is on board, are gonna go. We're gonna go fight a sea monster, I guess.
All right. So
Never done
first
that
thing
before.
first things first. You fly over to Claude's ship. As you land,
So my thought is to have them swing wide to like the right of the ship.
hold on. You find Claude. You find Claude at the bow of the boat, like literally almost riding the the pillar that sticks out of the front of the boat, waving above his head the axe of a Khan.
Damn it, Claude.
Wait, what? What?
The cursed axe.
Oh, nice.
The axe we told him to give
Fuck
to.
sake.
Well,
As he's waving it above his head, his crew are like foaming at the mouth. They're crazy. Screaming and yelling and like hooting and hollering, trying to spurn on this boat. He is getting within 100 feet of the enemy boat now.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, like, I don't think there's a chance the boat could stop in time, even if we were to somehow get through to Claude in time.
No, that's clearly not going to happen. That said, I think they can probably handle themselves.
Yes.
At
I
this
just
point.
want to point out that the proper terminology there would be that ship has sailed.
So fucking solid, dude. So good. Really, really nice. I'm not actually laughing, but beautiful wordplay. I think upon seeing that, I just fly
Yeah,
back
just
to our boat and say, we've got to handle a situation over there afterwards. But I think they've got however many elves are on that ship handled for the moment. Erky, if the Dread Elves start outmaneuvering Claude's ship
Yep.
and running away, then you start launching rocks.
So
Okay.
they start running away from us. Shoot them.
Before, since
Yeah.
you're flying back and forth, time has expired. Let's see what happens. Oh boy. So the Dread Elf ship doesn't have. It tries to lower its sails, realizing they're going to get rammed by this huge boat right now, but they are unsuccessful. Bam. And this does. Oh boy.
lots. I think is
The ram of the ship hits about the back third of the boat because it was trying to sail away. Still hits it in the side. Slams in. There's a huge crash. It does 120 damage to this boat.
I don't know how much HP a ship has, but that's pretty sweet.
And from your view, and they're now like lodged into each other. From your view on the other boat, which you guys made it to about right here, you see people from both boats jumping off and going into the other boats with weapons drawn and clang, clang. You hear clanging of swords. The whole shebang. What do you want to do?
there's still a giant monster to fight.
Is
As you
there?
said, never done that before.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would say, Erky, you and the captain swing around towards the Kraken fight and support us in whatever way you can. Probably not the giant rocks idea this time. And
If you got close enough,
Sam
you
and
could make
Sunset.
their boat bigger.
I don't know that helps that much
Well,
in
I mean,
fighting it.
how tall is the boat? And then
It-
what is 8 times that?
I mean, it makes it harder for the Kraken to like wrap around the boat, but it's not as big this time anymore. It's
Right.
just impeding them. I don't know.
Eh,
Because
thought.
once the boat's giant, it doesn't really
Oh.
do much.
So your orders are to take the boat to support Wa and kill the Kraken?
Yes.
we do have
Somewhere to the
ballistas, so-
west of the Kraken.
All right.
Maybe,
You
maybe
instruct
north.
Wisewell to turn it around, which he does successfully.
And then we
Oh.
fly over, or at least I'm about to fly over. Sam, if you want to come with me on the Hippogriff. and then Sunset
Ever.
doing her thing.
So as you fly over now, you notice that basically the Kraken, this big kind of armored squid-looking thing, has now crawled its way up the side of the boat, and it's now its main torso is like on the guardrail of the side of the boat. There are basically all of the knights are on the deck of the ship, swiping at the monster and its tentacles, and you see Wah at the head of the ship, farthest away from the beast, like just screaming, like, "Do something! Do something!"
All right, I want to make this super cool. As we fly in, I would like to make an athletics check to just like jump off the hippogriff in midair and land next to the beast itself.
I'd
Like
say that's
superhero pose.
I'd say that's an acrobatics, but yeah, you could test that.
You try to jump an unusually long distance or pull off a stunt mid-jump is under athletics.
All right, do an athletics check.
It's in the rule book, man.
Yeah.
At advantage. Awesome. I rolled 2 2s and got an 11.
Well, you're
Wow,
definitely
how
going down.
far were you off the ground when you did this?
I'm thinking like 20 feet. I'm fine with taking that damage.
Okay. You do it, but very kind of clumsily, and you end up landing on your knees. Or like you land on your
Ow.
feet, but then
Oh,
fall.
fine.
But then fall to your knees. So you're.
No, he does the he does the hero landing, which is really bad for your knees.
Fair. I'll take 2d6 damage on my knees.
All right, 2d6. You take 6 damage. Bam.
Cool. Worth a shot.
All right, so we are now in combat. Load and Sunset are in one
Not
combat.
psychic damage. That's only 3.
Urki and Sam, what are you guys doing?
Well, the ship's coming up. I'm going to activate my Eldritch Cannon
Okay.
and prep that. That's good for an hour.
Actually, let's go ahead and everyone roll initiative.
We finally have one real cannon.
Yeah.
Urki gets 21. Great effect.
17.
16.
Oh shoot! I don't even have your
A
totals
nice
on this board.
opening salvo from Urki. I like it. On whose turn do the ballistas fire?
I think the ship would roll
It rolls for
its
itself.
own initiative. Yeah.
But Urki can give assistance to one of the shots and give it advantage.
Does that use up one of my actions?
Oh, you know, I'm
Can
not
you
sure.
do more damage than a ballista or a trebuchet?
A ballista? Maybe more than a ballista, depending on which rules he's using for that. Ballista in DMG can do 3d10 piercing damage, so yeah, I
What
can
the
do
heck?
the Scorching Ray upcasted. Can do quite a bit.
Fair enough.
Why is it? Oh man, I'm screwing this up, guys.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Sure are.
Oh, Fireball's got even more range. Oh wait, probably should use that on. Use that on the ship.
On a
Ooh.
wooden boat? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire sounds like
Why-
a good idea.
fuck.
I mean, it's Wall's boat, right? So.
There we go. Now it worked. Here we go.
Oh,
Ooh,
right.
Sorry about that.
I was actually going to try something a little different. Let's see if it.
Stop. All right, here we go. So what was God damn, this is horrible. What was Urki's turn? Initiative.
Come on.
21. What was Sunset's initiative?
16.
Come on. All right, load.
17.
And lastly, Sam.
18.
Damn, you guys all rolled really well. And the
That's
Kraken.
just how we roll.
The Kraken.
These are just too easy. I'm sorry.
No, it's nailed it. Again, these aren't laugh out loud jokes, but they're solid work.
All right.
We literally keep falling into them, though. It's
Yeah,
not even like
absolutely.
it's work.
It's true.
All
We are
right.
getting a sweet hero pose out of it,
Sunset,
though.
looks like your turn first.
That was another joke. Really? Me first?
No,
I'm sorry,
it was,
Urki. My bad, Urki.
I'm pretty sure 3 people got
Okay.
ahead of me.
So I'm in range for
What is the range of
Scorching
your...
120 feet.
You are not in range yet. You are on the boat here, and you just did 100 yards in this turn, so you're there.
Okay. Well, I guess we're doing a whole lot of nothing then.
Well, you
Pass.
can. Does the ship have its own turn, or does?
Yeah,
do,
well,
the
I'm just going to do the
ballistas and
same as
stuff
Urki's turn
shoot
as the ship's
on?
turn.
All right.
Okay.
The
well, then you can at
ballistas-
So
least
the
assist with.
ballista.
The ballistas have a
What's the
max
ballista
range of
range?
480,
Okay.
and the max range of the catapult, the trebuchet, is 800 feet.
Ooh. I'm
If you're going to use the trebuchet for anything, you should probably assist on that, because that seems like it would do the most damage if you mess up and it goes wrong.
okay. Yeah, I want to see the trebuchet work, and accidents happen in combat, but I'll do my best. So let's do the trebuchet. We can do both, right? They're both crewed. I'll help out with the
Yeah.
trebuchet, and then the crew will use the ballista.
All right, so the
So-
monster has an AC of 16, and the trebuchet, which you have advantage on because you're assisting, is a +5 to a d20 roll.
Okay. So what do you want me to do? Just
Roll
Roll
d20
the
and add
d20s.
+5.
2d20s, because it's advantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. So one's a 10 plus 5, 15.
Wait, why was that? Why did that get a +2?
Because I roll 2d20, opposed to like d20 with advantage. So I rolled d20 twice. One was a 10, one was a 2. So
Oh,
the
I
one
see,
with
I see, I
advantage
see.
is 10.
That's
Yeah,
So
that's
15.
oh, right. I see what it
15.
did. Okay.
That
It just
misses.
automatically adds them
Yeah.
together.
Okay.
That misses the Kraken, but it goes into the ocean and explodes. I need
Okay.
you to roll for the 2 ballistas also. You get plus
Okey-doke.
6 to the roll here. There's
Oh.
2 shots, not advantage.
Damn
That
it,
misses.
Urki.
That misses. That hits. I
Just
need you
warming
to
up, it's
roll
fine.
damage. What kind of damage does this do?
Here's
Piercing,
are
I
you
would
basing
imagine.
it off of the ballistas from the PHB?
Yeah. Well, from the thing
Uh,
the thing you sent me.
Okay, so 3d10
Yep.
piercing.
Okay.
3d10. What do you got?
What's it? 10, 10, 1, 2, 3. 15. That's exactly
Right in the middle.
like in the half. Right in the middle.
I like
so
it.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's hey, that's good damage.
All right.
good
It is now Sam's turn.
So those
Would
of us
it
that are
be-
flying, where are we? Those of us that are flying.
That's a very good question.
We should have landed on the. At least I know Load landed on the boat because he took damage from it.
Right. So, I imagine all of us are.
You're
kind
right
of in
there. That
general
load
area
token
then.
is you.
So I'm in the ocean.
No, that's Moonclaw with Sunset on board.
I'm not on Moonclaw. I'm flying on my own.
Oh, you're just flying on your own. Okay, gotcha. So that's Moonclaw, and you're in the same area. So just you can go wherever you want from there.
All right. Well, I think we just want. I mean, Sam, do you just want to get dropped off?
Yeah, I think that would be the best.
Oh, Sam's
Also
on
thinking
Moonclaw
if
with
I
you.
can, like... Oh,
Yeah.
Load jumped off.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Sam's
I
on
jumped
Moonclaw.
off. Sam is still on the Hippogriff.
Sam, are you choosing to jump off, or are you trying to navigate Moonclaw?
I think I should jump off with Load.
Okay, yeah. Give me an athletics
and then
check
I jump
then.
off next to him. Oh. Righty. Ooh, well, it's getting re-rolled.
Well, isn't that like a 15 too?
14.
Oh no, it turns into a 10.
Yeah, you
Oh, yeah, that would
also
have been a 14
land.
regardless.
You also land kind of. You land better than Load did. You don't injure yourself at all, but you are not like in a ready stance on the deck. That's your movement basically. You are. You can move into striking distance of the Kraken if you want.
Well, let's do that then.
Okay.
Can I also strike the Kraken?
Yes, you may.
Right. Strikey, strikey. That's not gonna hit shit.
Crushing it tonight, Sam. Crushing it.
20 to hit.
That hits.
Would this thing be considered to be currently engaged with someone besides me?
Yes, it is.
Alright.
I would hope that at least somebody on this
Damage.
boat is already trying to kill it.
You never know. 30 damage.
We know Wa is not, but there are
Maybe
another
it was.
80 knights.
Maybe it was.
Fleeing the battle.
Use that animal handling on it. Make a pet.
It's
All
already
right.
come to
Enemy
strike.
general
You
is
slash at one of the
Alright, good.
tentacles, and you feel your blade dig into the flesh, but it doesn't go very far in. Next up is Load.
Okay. I will enrage Rar, and then I will go in and make 2 attacks with my fancy new souped up battle axe.
Souped up battle axe.
First one, that is a 19.
Nice.
That hits.
Second one is an 18.
That hits also.
So 2 hits? Okay. Alright. First set of damage. That's terrible. 11. Second set of damage is... Why did I add those together? Oh, I'm sorry. It's not 11. It's 18 for the first one. And then 16 for the second one.
So 34.
Yes. And that is my turn.
All right, you hit it
Rage is
twice.
a bonus action.
Again, you're slicing into its tentacles, but its tentacles are flailing everywhere over the deck. It's pretty gruesome. Sunset, it is your turn.
Okay. Would you say I'm within 60 feet of it? Or can I easily get into within 60 feet of it?
should
You can
fly
eas-
to
you can easily get in
precisely
60 feet
from
in.
it.
Okay. I'm going to get to within 60 feet of it.
So what are the limitations of this flying cloak? Like you can't just can you
Well, I have
12
4 hours of flight, and they're boots.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got 4 hours of flight at my current walking speed. So it's 35 feet of flying per round,
Uh-huh.
and it lasts for 4 hours. For every 12 hours that I don't fly, 2 hours get regenerated.
Mhm.
So, yep.
What you want to do?
So, I would like to disintegrate it.
Disintegration.
Yes.
So, I'm gonna need a DC 16 Dex saving throw
DC
from
16.
a giant monster that's currently grappling a ship that isn't moving.
Rolled a natural 18 with a
Oh.
+0 modifier.
So what's that? Half damage? Dodging?
Nope,
Nope. That's just a miss.
it's just a miss.
Look pretty sucker.
Is that your turn?
Yeah,
Wow.
little disappointed with
I
that.
think that will go down in history as the shortest sunset turn ever.
Yep.
I'm so glad you said that because I was going to also.
There's wasn't really planning on missing, so didn't queue up anything else.
I can see it from the ship. So yeah, ship's became Lucas. Just
It wouldn't have helped.
All right, load.
It wouldn't have helped.
It is the Kraken's turn. One tentacle is attacking you. What's your AC?
16.
That definitely hits. I rolled a 22, 23. All right, so first you take hold on. Yeah, okay. You take 9, 11 plus 7 is 18 damage, bludgeoning damage. You are grappled.
Okay, so that's 9 bludgeoning damage.
You are grappled. It has wrapped itself around you. You are grappled and restrained.
Shouldn't that be like a competing strength check or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Would you guys look that up?
I'm looking
But
at
actually, it
right
doesn't
now.
even matter. It doesn't even matter because with his second action, he is going to fling you 40 feet into the ocean.
Door swung well, right?
Okay.
Or-
Now I definitely have to get a competing strength check before this grapple part.
If it strikes its solid surface, it takes the bludgeoning damage. Yeah,
Define
alright.
solid surface.
Ours not solid, though.
Not from 40 feet.
So 40 feet is
Yeah.
going to take you roughly to there. You are now kerplunking into the ocean.
Okay.
It is
This
now
is revenge. I get it.
It is now Urki's turn. With
I
that, also the boat
Don't
travels
have
a little
a
farther.
swim speed.
We gotta look
I
at
mean, I
speed.
just drown.
No.
So we got 120 feet range of the Kraken now. We don't keep
Just
up
out.
to the-
Next turn, you will be in 120 feet range.
All right, so I'll help with the trebuchet again.
Okay, roll it up.
Do one at a time.
D20 plus 5. Nope, that's a miss.
So 14, and then
Hold on. Since you're throwing it at a ship with a monster on it with other people around you, this might hit. It does hit the ship.
Shit happens.
Oh god, this is gonna do a lot
It's
of
fine.
damage.
I'm not on it.
Neither am I.
That's a 12. Where's my D10? There it is.
You're attempting to render aid, ostensibly.
Does 37 damage to that boat? Alright. 37. And now the ballistas go. Each one at +6.
Wait, that's damage. Sorry, I was rolling the wrong die.
That hits.
+6, so that's 19.
And +6 is 16. That hits all. They both hit.
16?
They both hit.
Okay, so 60, 10 damage.
Yes, 60, 10.
And 33.
Oh boy. All right. Both ballista bolts strike right in its torso. You hear it like give a gurgling cry, like a. Now it is Sam's turn.
So it looks like swimming
Okay.
is considered difficult terrain.
So you go
Yeah,
half
it's
speed.
Go half
1 foot
speed.
additional to whatever distance you're trying to go.
Yeah.
Am I still in stabbing range?
Yes, you are. You're still in combat.
Right, I guess forget the stabbing. Man, some trash rolls today.
So 12. That is a miss.
Yeah, I'm just gonna disengage and move a safe distance away. As my bonus action.
Okay. All right, so you're disengaged away. Next up is Load. You are currently You are 40 feet from the boat. You're muted, I think.
Yep. Thank you. My swim speed is 35. So I get
So,
to
You get to the
swim
edge of the boat.
17 and a half feet
You get to the edge
to
of the
the
boat.
edge of the boat. Okay. Is that my whole
That's
thing,
your whole
or can I make
turn.
an action to start climbing?
Nope, you're still 5 feet away. Can't climb yet. Sunset's your turn.
Okay. Hmm. All right. Let's try something else. Well, more importantly, let's try this again, just with a different spell. So I'll need that DC 16 Dex saving throw yet again as I try to immolate this
DC 16.
fantastic beast.
This is a +0. I rolled a 12.
Beautiful.
Nice.
That is going to be.
Oh, is that a saving throw? DC?
It was a saving throw.
On dexterity?
Yeah. Yeah.
I get a +5
Yeah,
for that.
different.
I was
Oh.
looking at just the regular thing. The save is +5. That was a 17.
It's hard, right? Krakens are hard.
It's a mean Kraken. It's a mean Kraken.
Well, at least this time I was kind of planning for that and going to quicken it so that I could still do something else. So we will try just casting a bog standard firebolt at it.
Okay. Do I get a dex saving throw?
No,
it's
this
just
is an
damage.
attack roll. Yeah,
Yep.
this is an attack. It's an attack roll. So that is going. 15 plus 8, 26 to
That
hit.
hits. That definitely hits.
Uh, so 17, 21 fire
21.
damage.
You shoot it and it just scorches the one in the tentacle that's kind of trying to reach out toward you. And it is now the Kraken's turn. And how far away are you up in the air?
Let's see. For that, let me. That first one, I would have moved to about 90 feet from. 90 feet distance from the. From the
90
Kraken.
feet. Wow, that's
So-
exactly right. Okay. So first attack, he is going to swing on Sam. You disengage, but how far away are you?
Well, I can move 30 feet, so 30 feet away.
30 feet. Okay, so he can't attack you. He is going to move towards Sam and get within 20 feet of you. And he's going to swing in the tentacle on you. What's your AC?
16. I'm sorry, 17.
That hits on a 24. That hits you. Does 3d6 plus 7 is for 21 damage. And you are now grappled. You can attempt
Use
to
my
escape from.
uncanny dodge
Okay.
to have his attack damage against me.
But that still grapples you, right?
It's a male. Yeah, I think it just affects damage.
So,
You c-
in theory, a grapple check is a contested strength athletics check.
And specifically in this guy's rule, it says you can escape with a DC 20 strength check? Escape DC 20.
So
yeah.
that's it.
And then with his second attack, all of a sudden, the bulbous kind of cloudy eyes that are this on the side of its head torso thing start to crackle with lightning and energy, and all of a sudden, a lightning bolt shoots out of his eyeballs and goes straight at Sunset. I need to give you you need to give me a DC 18 dexterity saving throw.
DC 18 dex save. Okay.
He doesn't look happy. He doesn't look happy.
No.
17.
Oh
Shit.
no!
17.
That does 21 damage. Lightning
We need a
damage to be
bard.
specific.
I mean, the lightning damage won't matter. You said 21?
21. It is now back to Urki's turn. You are within 120 feet. Because the boat moves. Hold on one second. To there. There we go.
Shoot the boat weapons first, unassisted, because that's how it's gonna go, and then I'll do Urki's shots. So we're gonna roll for the trebuchet. Just regular because I'm not assisting.
Yep. Plus 5. That hits.
All right, that hits. Trebuchet is how much damage?
Oh, let me check. I already forgot. Trebuchet is
Hopefully
5d10.
too much damage to scheme.
5d10. Okay. Well, 34. List time. Booster 1.
All right, just so you're aware, if you move,
Yeah.
the trebuchet has a minimum range of 60 feet, just so you know.
Okay. We will stay between, well, 75 feet and 100 feet.
Now the
Or
ballista
attempted,
is
so-
+6 to hit.
Alright, so first one was a 19 plus 6, so that's a hit.
Mm-hmm.
Second ballista is not a hit. So I'll
That's
roll
12,
the
yeah.
3d10 for the
3d10.
ballista hit. Alright. 16. I'm gonna upcast Scorching Ray. So I think I have to do range attack spell, so it's gonna give me, with the upcast I'll have 4 rays. And it's at a +11 to hit. So you said I need a hit on a 16?
16, yes. AC 16.
So 4. So then I need a hit at 5+. So that's 1. It's a hit. That's wait. Oh wait, no wait. So the first one was not a hit. So 6/11. Yes, the first one was a crit fail. This is 17. So that was second hit. No, second shot hit. Third shot is a hit. Fourth shot is also a hit.
Okay.
So that is 3 hits, and that is 2d6 each. So 7 plus 6, so total 13, plus another 7,
20.
plus another 20 damage.
Okay. All right.
And not quite done yet.
Okay.
All right, bonus action is to shoot the Eldritch Cannon. That also uses my magical range attack, so they'll be hitting on a 25 and at 3d8 damage. And that's another 11.
Okay.
No,
What kind of damage? What kind of damage is this?
From the
Eldritch Cannon?
I think it's Eldritch Cannon. I believe it's force damage.
Force damage. Okay. Okay. All right. Like just explosions, bam, bam, bam. Like 5 things hit him in the side. You see him reel in pain, and like there's like smoke rising from the ship of like the shockwave of all that hitting him. You can see him reeling and screeching in pain. It is now Sam's turn.
Well, I think it's just keep on chopping. Wish I had lasers or something fun to shoot. Man, reroll. 26
That hits.
to hit.
That hits.
And I don't think I'm in. The only thing engaged with him in melee, probably, right? So stuck in those tentacles still.
No. There's definitely other knights around, so you get the advantage.
Oh, great. So 32 damage.
Jesus Christ, 32 is...
And then I just try to put some distance on him using my disengage bonus action.
Go up right behind him and you stab your knives into his jelly-like flesh and rip it down, and it just like oozes out like blue blood junk. All right, next up is Load. You make it to the side of the ship for 5 feet. You're muted again.
Yeah, I am. How tall is the side of the ship?
It's a story and a half, so 15 feet?
Okay, so that will use the rest of my movement. You're a
Great.
monster.
I love your turns. They're so invigorating.
I know.
Sunset,
This
it's
is
your turn.
fault.
Well, hold on. If that used the rest of your movement, don't you still have an action?
That was his dash, though. It's the double movement.
Oh, you dash?
Well, I guess I could dash after that because the rest of my movement would be. No, that would put me like right at the edge of the. Because the first 5 feet would actually be 10 feet. And then I would have another 15 feet left climb. So basically, I can dash and get onto the deck of the ship, but not get to it, probably.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
Let's
Sunset,
do
it's all
that.
you.
I jump up over the side of the ship.
Okay. I've got a couple of options here, so give me just one moment.
Make up for that last short turn.
All right. I'm going to need a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
All right, wisdom saving throw from the big
Wisdom
guy.
saving throw.
Let's see here. Wisdom +7. Wow.
God damn it.
DC, what do I need?
16.
16.
Ooh.
I rolled a
Nice.
4. And I failed.
Oh,
Oh,
Go.
sweet.
boom.
This is going to work. Okay. It is now affected by slow.
Nice.
So
Good
we only
job.
do a single attack.
Yeah, so affected target's speed is halved. It takes a -2 penalty to AC and Dex saving throws. And it can't use reactions. On its turn, it can use either an action or a bonus action, not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or
Oh,
ranged
wait.
attack
Hold
during
on.
its turn.
Let's take a step back. Sam, you were grappled in your turn. Give me a DC 20 athletics check. Or strength check. All right, so you didn't move. You're still up
Okay,
against the monster right now. Still grappled.
Oh no.
All right, so he is slowed. Anything else you want to do in your turn?
Yes, because that was also quickened. So I'm going to fire. I'm going to attempt to firebolt it again.
Okay. DC 16 or AC 16.
Okay. Which means I just need to roll an 8.
You can do it. Come on now.
Well, that's a nat 20.
Oh, here we go.
So that's going to be 30 plus 3d10.
Yep.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Which is going to be 16. Another 20 damage.
20.
Nice. A nice round 50.
Yep.
It's perfect.
Oh, so it's 50 total.
It's 50 total.
50 total. Yeah.
Because it was a
crit.
Yeah.
So it deals max dice
That-
plus another dice roll.
Really hurt the Kraken. It is. It like you that one hits so hard in its side, you see it waver and almost fall off the boat. But it is now its turn. What save do I get to get rid of the slow?
So it affects it at the end of its turn. So do its single action
Yeah, and then test
and
it
then
out.
make the DC 16 Wisdom save again.
All right, so he is going to do one.
Which-
No, he's still got you tangled. So he's going to lightning strike you again, Sunset. Give me a DC 18 Dex check saving throw.
Lucky sunset.
I meant to move out of the way too.
Oh. Could have.
Yeah, I could have moved all the way to 120 feet. Ah, well. Oh, you've got to be shitting me.
Is that a nat 1?
It's a 17 again.
Oh,
Oh boy.
That-
Oh
That
boy.
laugh was scary.
Jesus Christ.
Execute that die.
It's the new one.
23 lightning damage.
Ooh,
Christ.
if you're feeling that.
I'm at 24.
All right. Well,
All right, and what's his save to get out of this? Get out of the slow?
DC 16 was wisdom.
Just straight wisdom, not saving throw.
Saving throw.
Oh, it's wisdom.
Blow
saving.
it.
so you got that bonus.
I just rolled a 17 total.
Okay, so you're out of it now.
Woo! All right,
Means
it
everybody
is
else will not get the -2. to
now.
AC.
It is Urky's turn.
Damn. Oh well. I got plenty of things to
I tried.
play around. Yeah.
You did. It's a valiant effort.
All right. Trebuchet time.
Yeah,
13 plus you said it was 5.
plus 5. So yeah, that hits.
And what was damage again? Was it 5d10?
It was bigger than that. Hold on one second. Let me check here. It's 5d10. Yeah.
$30.
Oh boy.
All
So
right.
as you
So I'm
launch the
nice.
trebuchet, it takes this very, very high arc, and then comes down directly on top of the Kraken's body thing, and it punches through its carapace armor, goes through its body, and then slams out the bottom of the guy, and then the torso just shivers for a second, falls over dead. Good job. You have killed the Kraken. In fact, that wasn't even a regular Kraken. That was a young Kraken.
Really? Damn.
A regular
What's a
Kraken
bite?
is difficulty class 23.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I look at the normal Kraken, like my HP it has, like, ooh, this is gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, we were
it
dealing
helps to
some
have
pretty
artillery pieces
Sure.
Yeah,
involved.
And the crazy thing is, was
like-
you guys, he technically has immunity to slashing and piercing damage, but I just said he has not immunity, but
Resistance.
resistance. So you're doing
'Cause that's
half.
all we do.
Besides your besides your
Well-
magic, you were doing half damage that most of the time.
Well, so both of Lode's axes should have been considered. Well, I guess you got what, one attack in, but both of those would have been magical.
Yeah, 2.
Well, they're still piercing or slashing damage, right?
From non-magical attacks.
So they
Yeah.
are
Yeah,
both
you're right.
magical now.
Yeah.
Because
so they would
the-
have dealt full damage.
Well, what can you do? You live and you
Yeah,
learn.
for next time. Yep.
It's
Well, I'm sure we'll see another Kraken.
Fair enough.
yeah, right.
That's- for the next
All
time.
right.
Yeah.
Well, we still have another fight going on, right?
Well,
That's just
maybe.
Yeah.
There,
What's
there might be
happening
another.
on the other move?
There it is.
So as all four of you realize the Kraken is dead, it slumps over and then kind of slides off the side of the ship and into the ocean, sinks down. You turn your attention back over to the other boat, and something peculiar is happening over there. There's no longer. Actually, you know what? Give it. All four of you, give me a perception check.
hmm.
14.
I don't believe this die. That'll be a 24.
Okay.
Okay.
13.
The boat that you guys that rammed Claude's boat is no longer there. It is now a half a mile north of you, and you see it sailing away. There is still
Okay. Well,
The other boat, the Dread Elf boat, is still there, but heavily damaged. There's a huge, like a pie wedge taken out of the side of the boat.
Wait, I'm confused. There were two enemy boats?
No.
No.
Claude's
Claude's
boat.
boat is
Oh,
gone.
Claw's boat is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not.
And then
It
I was like, what?
it's a long ways away.
Okay.
Yeah, you can still see it. You'll still see it on the horizon, but it's a ways away.
Okay. You go sink the Dread Elves?
I mean, I'm gonna go back to our ship.
Yeah, well, I guess then I can talk with you.
Yeah, we'll make I'll pick up Sam, make whatever whistle wave for Moonclaw,
Mm-hmm.
and we will head back to the ship.
That was only 3 rounds of combat.
That's 18 seconds,
Yeah.
or
Don't
like
worry.
2 minutes with everybody.
I'm gonna say for all that it was more than 18 seconds.
Right. It was a minute.
Yeah, it's 6 seconds per turn, not per round, but still not super long.
You all head back to the boat. Claude is nowhere to be seen. Not Claude. Wah is nowhere to be seen after that fight, by the way.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Ye-
That's like a...
How damaged is that boat?
The one that was being attacked by the Kraken,
The Kraken. Yeah.
that took one trebuchet to the deck, so it didn't break the hull, so it's still floating just fine, but there's damage to the deck.
Okay.
Totally fine.
I mean,
As you head back to the boat, yeah, everyone gets back on the boat. Moonclaw lands. Wisewell is there, and he says, "What should we do next? Let's see what we gonna do next is you see that there boat? That there boat is gone.
Okay.
It is indeed.
Yes.
yep.
Yep.
Do you think we could catch up to it?
Well, I can do. I can't give you any promises, but I can do my best there, Lord Captain Marshall."
I turn to the group and, with a kind of a questioning look, Claude has always been on our side. Should we? I think we owe it to him to try and help if there's any way we can.
Yep. I'm with it. Go
Can,
help out.
Can we though?
Can I jump on
Yeah.
Moonclaw's back and fly up high enough to see which way the boat went?
But we can still see it.
Yeah, you guys can still see it. It went north.
Yeah, we
Oh.
I mean, flying, we should be able to catch up with it pretty quickly. It's just whether or not everybody's in on it.
Marshall, it's your orders.
I mean, shouldn't we check the other boat
Not
for
sure if I can-
survivors? Also, I'm not entirely sure that Claude is on our side anymore. Based on him wielding the axe we explicitly told him was too dangerous to touch. I believe my exact words were, "That thing's cursed as hell."
That does sound familiar, yes.
Can't resist the curiosity.
We have to
Oh.
help him.
I
We have
think
to
we
try.
I think we should check for survivors
On
on
what,
this
the
boat
dread ship?
first.
Dread offshore?
Yeah.
On
Well, we can do
Right.
both. I mean, how many people do we want to
Yeah.
send out to rescue Claude?
Right? Yeah,
Uh,
sounds like go
I
fly
don't know
over.
if it's just a straight rescue mission. That's kind of the difficulty of it is we don't know what that's going to look like, but maybe we
I think we can get a better
Scout it
picture of
out.
what that's going to look like by looking at the ship.
That's fair. That does give us some more information of just exactly how brutal a situation we're walking into.
Because for all we know, there's no Dread Elves left on that ship, and that's why it's leaving. They all went to Claude's ship and took it over, which would be bad for us.
Well, I think you're right. We need to find that out first.
All
As
right, so
long
ho-
as we can like make a note of the direction they're going, so once we start flying, we can hopefully catch up with them. And
Sunset, can't you just can't we just like start chasing the ship and Sunset flies over to the Dread Elf ship just to take a peek? Lets us know when. Like, wouldn't that be better because we were tracking the ship?
I'm at 24 HP. I'm not going anywhere alone.
Oh,
what you want to do?
All right.
How you get into the other boat?
so Erky and Sam are small enough to fit on the hippogriff with load, right?
Yes.
Didn't we do
To the skies.
Sam, Sunset, and load to get to the Flor Leone ship?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Believe
Like,
I had a
Sam and
embargo.
Urki are small, so they count as one person combined.
One person.
With you load
Okay.
works, but Sunset couldn't be on there also.
Right,
Right.
but Sunset can now fly all on her own, so she doesn't even care.
Doesn't need
She'd
to
never
on
be
there.
caught dead on a mount now.
This is all because I couldn't get a mount earlier on in the campaign. I don't need one now.
Now you don't have to worry about it. Screw it. Okay, so I think if everybody's in, we kind of all make a pass over the Dread Elf ship and see what that looks like, and then decide
Okay.
from there. I don't think we want to land. We just want to do a nice, relatively high spiral.
Okay. Yeah. You
And see what it
you
looks
do
like.
a flyby. Everyone, give me a perception check.
I'm gonna use my flash of genius to give myself +5.
11.
+5 is 13.
Also 13.
Oh, okay. So you fly over. You do not see any movement on deck, but you see numerous bodies on the deck not moving, both knights and dread elves.
Cool.
Hmm.
Want to go land and take a closer look? See if Claw's body's on there.
Yeah, so I guess we would specifically be looking for Claude's body and any other survivors.
Anything not nailed down. Take it off.
All right, so you land on the boat, and you don't see any movement except for one exception. On the main mast, it's a two-masted ship, so the main mast near the back, you see a figure literally tied to the mast. And you see that figure just thrashing, just yelling and saying, "Let me out of him, I need more, get him, ah!" And it's Claude. And he is acting like you have never seen him before. He is just he is barbarian raged to the max.
does he have the axe on him, or?
Yes. One arm's free and he's flailing it about. The other arm is tied with the rope to the mast, and below him, like at his side, he's holding that axe. The other thing you guys notice is this ship is now taking on water.
Good stuff. Well, we need to get the axe away from him.
All right,
Who's touching it?
I got this.
I don't think anybody needs to touch it. Just whack it out of his hand with something.
My first attempt will be an attack roll against the axe itself to knock it out of his hand.
Okay. Actually, just give me a strength check. It's not moving, so you're auto-hitting. Just give me a strength check.
Okay. I would like to enrage beforehand,
Okay.
giving me advantage on strength checks.
So you chug a beer.
And I get a 19.
You hit the axe with your axe right in the handle, right in front of his hand. And you hear it boing, and you hear it like shake his hand, and he drops it.
Okay.
I pick it up with mage hand and toss it over the edge of the ship.
Okay, I was just gonna flip it up over
Nope.
the edge with my axe, so that
Nope,
works
not,
too.
Not even as soon as it hits the ground, mage hand over the edge of the ship, dropping it into the freaking ocean.
Perfect.
Kerplunk!
Yeah.
It goes in.
I'm
Is
sure that will
Claude-
come back to haunt us later.
It
but
probably
it's in the
will.
ocean now, at least.
It probably will. It probably will, but
Yeah, when the
100%.
mother Kraken that's possessed by the axe shows up.
Oh, God.
Right.
Kraken,
Shut up. Again,
Kraken
shut up,
wielding an axe. I love it. I love it. I love it. I
I
love
like
it.
the idea that like the axe somehow was coming down with such force that it lodged itself in the skull of the Kraken and is like possessing it in some way that way.
You guys
It's
are
not
giving
wielding
Mom's
the
Rumor
axe.
way too many ideas right now.
Yeah.
Just
Let's
stab it.
what's Claude's has there been a noticeable change in Claude's disposition?
No.
He's probably even
He
more
is-
pissed.
He's still raving.
Anybody know sleep or charm person?
Negative.
Perhaps. Are we just gonna have to like knock him out?
I mean,
Because I could start just punching at him until he's.
I could disintegrate him
You
if I had the
can-
spell slot.
Can you do non-lethal damage with disintegrate? I feel like that shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. If he succeeds the dex saving throw, it deals no damage. That's non-lethal damage.
Yeah, that's not what I meant, and you know it.
So
I'm
how
well aware.
how about I reduce the size of Claude and he'll be easier to
Manage.
Can you
Traps
do it on a?
to manage. It'll be like
He's
mini
like a
can.
mini
with
Claude.
ball.
He will have to make Cloud will have to make a saving throw because I imagine he is an unwilling target. But
Still
You
worth
can.
it. Try it. And we just
All
keep
right.
him like that the rest of the game.
You all
Maybe
hear
Claude.
creaking and moaning inside this ship. It is a limited time period until this ship breaks apart.
I mean, I'm fine. Like,
Cast that spell. Try and
All
drink him.
no, it'd be Cloud will need to make a con 17.
Okay, hold on
Yep.
1 second. I didn't have
saving throw.
Claude's stat block ready to go. What was it? A 17 you said?
Yep, Constitution save.
He fails.
Cool.
Okay. Good. We should have
I got
grabbed
mini
him.
Claude.
Okay,
before.
now that he is shrunk, the rope is now loose on him.
He's only half size, so it's not
Yeah.
terribly loose on him.
He is going
He
to
probably
attempt
still can't go
a strength
anywhere.
check. Oh, okay.
Well, so hold on. He has disadvantage on strength checks and saving
Oh.
throws.
Okay, hold on, one more. Okay,
Nice.
he fails. He's still restrained.
Okay.
So he's half size.
He's half size.
He's like a toddler.
All right, I guess
One
I
eighth,
will.
1/8 of normal weight.
Yeah. So like he's super easy to manage. Like you could pick him up and hold him. He can only deal a maximum of 1d4 damage.
I mean, I can't hold him like forever, but
Or,
yes,
sorry,
I
it's
will
1d4 less damage.
grapple
Whatever.
him
We'll just
and get back on the hippogriff and bring him back to the ship before this one goes down.
Give me a strength check.
We'll tie him up over there.
Give me a strength
Sam,
check.
where are you right now? Did you come with us to the ship, or you?
All right. Athletics.
Still on the hippogriff.
No, strength.
So
Am I-
one of
I
us has
feel
got to
like you're
stay.
making
One of
up
us has
rules,
got to
man.
stay behind. I guess I'm
Right.
staying behind while you ferry him over.
Oh. Well, then I didn't
I mean,
contribute anything, so I'm staying behind.
I could
Yeah.
probably carry
You
you.
rolled a 19. You're fine. Oh no, you're re-rolling it now. Yeah,
20.
you're fine. You're fine. You successfully grapple him. You get on Moonclaw. You fly him back over there. As you're flying away, you hear one final snap, and the mast falls over, and the boat officially doesn't sink, but it breaks apart. All right, and you get back to the main boat. What do you want to do with Claude?
Do we have a brig?
You definitely have individual rooms where you could lock him in, but not a brig.
So a large reduce has a duration of 1 minute.
Oh, jeez.
Oh. Well, then we very quickly have one of these sailors who's good with ropes tie him up. Then we huck him into the room and lock it and post. I post 2 guards at all times.
Okay, so hold on. We got some things here. The best room is one of these storerooms in the lower level.
Yeah, the small one. That's fine.
As you're escorting him, because he has enlarged at this point, but he's tied up now. As you're escorting him down the stairs, right here in the middle of the storeroom, this is actually where the horses are.
Huh?
You see a body in the middle of the floor. Laying in the middle of the floor is none other than Tuna Sandwich.
Oh no!
So you made us make a list and you're just going to kill them all?
Let's just turn the.
That was 2 minutes wasted.
Tuna. What happened?
Tuna!
He was
You were
an
my
artist.
Third favorite sandwich.
He is on the floor dead, but this time he has a slit from ear to ear. And on the floor next to him is the same type of knife that pinned the request on your door, Sunset. Remember way back when?
Yep. Lovely.
And who did we figure
I
out?
need
or
I
did
need
we think
s-
that was from?
I need Sunset to take an Arcana check.
I was already prepping to roll that.
I'm already shaking the dice. Die.
Yep. That is 20.
Okay, that's definitely enough.
It's a
Okay,
dirty
so
20,
on-
but 20
On the
nonetheless.
map here, you sense the same magical residue, if you want to call it that, from the teleportation, the veil door. Let's call it that, the veil door magic, coming from this room here.
Fun. I'm gonna go look.
Okay, you just
Yes.
going in, sneaking or not sneaking, or
I will accompany.
Yeah, I'm gonna
For
ask.
the record.
I'll ask Lode to accompany me, and we'll just
Milady.
go in.
all right, you just open the door, walk in.
Surprise, motherfucker!
This is probably like the deep storage area of the boat. This is there's no light in here. It's damp, it's dark. Barrels and sacks of who knows what in there.
Dank even.
Dank,
dark vision
dank
stuff.
as fuck. You walk in and you bust open the door and the light from outside, shines in and it immediately illuminates one figure sitting on the floor. It's a human figure. And that figure looks up to, let's say, who walked in first, Lode or Sunset?
Probably load. Let's be
We'll
real.
say Lode, because yeah, I'm
It's still
Not-
hurting.
Walks in,
Yeah, I'm not
looks
doing
up
so
at
hot.
Lode, and it
probably
it
still
says
twitching.
it says one thing. It says it says hi. Do you want to be my friend?
Oh no, Swamp Bro is back.
And
So-
with that, we are going to call it quits for this evening.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Of course he would.
That's
Of
no
course he
way.
would.
I had to bring him back, guys. Come on.
Now I'm just waiting for Trixie to show up.
Well, we are going
A
to his
very
probably
large
new
hat
favorite
on a
place.
very short
So what is-
person just bobbing through the crowd.
Yeah, what does this
Pulling a
individual
cart.
look like before we...
Oh, this
Like-
this individual is wearing cheap, ragged clothing, no shoes. And everything is just dirty. Like, it's not even dirty. Like, it looks like it was pressed into mud, and the mud just stuck. Like, you don't know what the original color of this clothing was.
Gotcha.
Matty hair, but he just has one medallion hanging around his neck on a leather strap, and in the center is a spider medallion.
Gotcha.
So we've got Scarab and Spider. Interesting.
So the question that happens at the end of every show is, what is the name of this show?
God
What's
damn
Kraken?
it.
That's not very...
Yours is
We can be way more clever than that.
What's Sam? What did you say?
what
What's Kraken?
I dig it.
yeah,
Love it.
I mean it's
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
like I got nothing better that's
Yeah,
like
some Kraken thing.
God damn it was just really
It's more of a summary than an actual
more of-
title.
it's more of a summary, but it's also more of a Sunset specific title, if anything. Yeah, what's Kraken? I can dig it.
I feel like that's dead on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if anyone's still watching, please like and subscribe. But I'm pretty sure no one's watching.
I mean, I'm watching.
There's some people in the Twitch.
It says there's 2 people in Twitch.
Okay, I just reloaded it, and it says there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Mine says 11. on Twitch.
Wow.
Really?
Damn.
That's shocking.
That's like a new record.
Hey, everybody out there, we love you very much. Thanks
If
for
any-
watching.
If
Thank
anyone's
you.
still watching, please subscribe. Please follow. And we'll call it quits there. We'll see you on Tuesday. So it's a little short week for us. And we'll see what our new guest, let's call him Cleet.
You mean his name?
Seems
We'll
like a
see what-
reasonable thing to
What
call
he is doing on this boat.
I'm glad Cleet's
Looking,
back. He was
I
a
think
good
we all
character.
know what he. Out of character, we all know what he's doing. He's looking for friends of any variety. Ocean
I mean,
friends at this
there
point.
is
but-
precedent here. He wandered onto the boat that took him to the adventures in season 1.5.
Yeah,
And he
that's his
wandered onto
thing.
this
Right.
boat.
The question is, what was he doing in that room where I detected a portal had opened?
Yep.
There
That is
will
a
be
very-
Trying
lots
to
of
figure
questions.
out his apparent portal powers.
And Sam, I need you to
Find out next week.
I need you to adequately mourn Tuna.
I mean, so he'll just
Cle-
be really, really drunk next episode.
Clearly, we have to
Super
return him
weird.
to the sea, where he belongs.
Oh, that was good. That was good. You get inspiration for that joke. Give
Oh,
inspiration
man, you could
point
have used that
given.
What he
earlier.
would've-
That was pretty good.
Poor Tuna. We literally barely knew you.
Again, we hardly knew thee.
All right. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna turn
Dropping
off the
like
stream.
flies.
I'm gonna turn off the stream, but another good session.
Bye, everybody.
Ah.